incessant torrential rain. At least that's what Maharashtra, parts of Maharashtra, Mumbai are witnessing. And like Divya has been reporting, it's a rain red alert for the Konkan belt, for Goa, for parts of Maharashtra. Divya, what's it like elsewhere?
Well, Rishika, you know, the monsoon at the moment is focusing on that coastal belt that you're talking about, that entire stretch, the northern Konkan part, Goa. And now, because of which adjoining areas will also see enhanced rainfall, which means it could be parts of Gujarat where there's an orange category warning, and then it will also move towards parts of Rajasthan, and that's going to happen by tomorrow. But in the coming 24 hours, like we've seen in the last 48 hours, very heavy showers will continue in Mumbai as well as adjoining areas. It's also Madhya Maharashtra, Rishika, where a red alert warning has been issued for. So the Met Office is saying over the next 3 days, up until Friday, a red alert has been issued for those parts, which includes Maharashtra, Konkan, Goa, Madhya Maharashtra, and that is where it's going to be raining the heaviest as far as this monsoon day is concerned. And thereafter, you'll see that that same impact also moving forward, going up towards the northern part of the country. So today we'll see heavy showers coming in towards Himachal Pradesh, also Uttarakhand. There's an orange category warning that's been sounded off, which means the plains of the northwest will also have a trickle effect. And that means that for us here in Delhi and the NCR region, along with parts of Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, so we will have that impact of this weather system, which is going to be moving upward. At the moment, the monsoon is very, very active over Maharashtra. It's been raining and it will continue to rain. So, and some saying that it could rain even heavier when it comes to the 7th and 8th, which is Thursday and Friday. 200 millimeters of rainfall is expected in Mumbai. So we've seen about 150 millimeters of rainfall in particular areas of Maharashtra. And to get a better picture of how much it's raining at the moment, how much it's raining today, let's go across to Saurabh. Saurabh, what's the situation like on the ground?
You know, I mean, it's raining very heavily. It continued to rain, and its rains have picked up since the morning. But in night, it was fine. It wasn't raining that heavily, but it's picked up really, quickly since the morning. And of course, right now, we are seeing very, very heavy showers. Most parts of Mumbai is experiencing very, very heavy rain at this point as we speak. And this pattern is likely to continue. The weather department says that the monsoon was late, but it's now picked up. And it is, of course, at this point, very, very active over Maharashtra, and that's why it's raining so heavily at this point here in Mumbai.
Right, Saurabh, so it's raining heavily. Which are the worst affected areas when we talk about Mumbai? Which areas where have been waterlogged? Is it all across the city, or are there certain areas which are bad?
Well, I mean, for waterlogging, there are some areas that will always be waterlogged in heavy rain in Mumbai, and that's due to the topography and several other factors like tides, stormwater drainage capacity, encroachment, and also changing weather patterns. Now, Mumbai's drainage system is built for an evenly spread out monsoon. It's also a city that has several low-lying areas, because remember, the city has been built on land reclaimed from the sea. So obviously, in these low-lying areas, which are saucer-shaped areas, water collects when there's heavy rain and it drains out from there, provided the tide is out. If there's a high tide, then it has to be pumped out. So in that situation, low-lying areas will see waterlogging for 2 hours to 6-7 hours. That's depending on the condition of the high tide. So that's, of course, one feature that we see in Mumbai. As of now, it's raining very, very heavily in the city, and yes, some low-lying areas are reporting waterlogging. So it's not massively inundated or flooded, but the heavy rains are definitely a warning for citizens.
Right, sort of like you're pointing out, it's a certain part of the day when it tends to get inundated and waterlogged way more than other parts of the day. But, what we are being told is that it's going to be raining heavier as far as tomorrow and day after is concerned. So, a word of caution to all Mumbaikars and also people in Goa and the rest of Konkan to be very careful when they step out over the next 3 days.
Well, absolutely. That rain red alert has been sounded, like we've been reporting, not just for Mumbai, but several parts of Maharashtra, adjoining regions as well. And, thousands of people have been evacuated to safety, especially people living in low-lying areas along rivers. Also, the NDRF has been put on standby. So do access the NDTV website or watch the news before you do plan to step out in this torrential rain.